How's it going, everybody? You may well have recently seen my gameplay with the Novritsch SSR4. Well, here it is in front of me now. I wasn't overly happy with the way the hop performed, so I'm going to strip it down and take a look and just check out the barrel, the hop unit and the bucking, just to make sure everything is working as it should be, and maybe even replace that bucking if I need to. Let's get it stripped down and take it a look. Well, first of all, we're going to want to separate the upper and the lower receiver, so let's get on this. Should be fairly straightforward to do. See, we've got an Allen key bolt there, and what we've got on this side just to push through. So we'll push through the back one first. Where did that go? That's a strong magnet is stuck to the motor there. Okay, right, so we're going to need a hex screw there. I'll do that side. We should be able to push that pin through now as well. There we go. Both pins out. Now this should separate. There we go. Separated. And we want to take a look at the hop unit and barrel. So it's just that easy to get the barrel and the hop unit out. Just put this to one side. Just be careful in there. Looks like there's a spring assembly in there. Don't want to go pinging that off anywhere because they go into a different dimension if you do. We all know that. There we go. It's as easy as that to get access to the barrel, the inner barrel, and the hop unit. The hop unit is just your plastic rotary style hop unit. Let's just remove that spring off there so we don't go losing that. And it's just a standard brass barrel. Let's get this hop unit off of this inner barrel. We're going to need a small screwdriver to remove the C-clip here. There you go, the C-clip just pings off there like that. Now we want to separate the hop unit from the inner barrel. You want to make sure there's no hop applied, and it should just, there we go, just slides off there. I don't know what this bucking is, but it does feel a bit wet. It feels like it's got silicone, oil or grease all over it. In your box with the SSR4 you got one of these. This is a unjamming or cleaning rod for your inner barrel, and what I'm going to do is take a wet wipe, just tear a little bit off it. Oh no, just fine. And just give the inner barrel good clean through. And it is filthy. Absolutely filthy, I can see that. I've used this once so far. We go, look at how dirty that is after the first wipe through. Let's take another bit. Now this is what I should have done when I first got the rifle, before I even used it. Any rifle from the factory, you really should give it a good clean, give the inner barrel a good clean, and potentially the bucking as well. Nearly always, from the manufacturing process of these barrels, they're going to have dirt and crap inside them. I'm going to take a piece of this dry stuff now. Just simply doing this should vastly improve the performance of it, giving the barrel a good clean. So I'm just going to take another bit of this wet wipe, and for those of you that are going to carry on, continue using the bucking that comes with it, just give that a bit of a clean inside as well. Just put a piece of this paper in there and just dry that off a little bit as well. There we go, so the bucking and the inner barrel, if you're going to continue using this bucking, good to go back together. Put it back in the hop unit, put it back in your rifle, you're good to go. So looking at the bucking, I would say that is maybe, I don't know for sure, maybe 70-degree bucking. Feels kind of hard, and it is your traditional mound style bucking. It is not a flat type bucking. Now, for those of you that have never done this before, you want to make sure that the little mound that is inside the bucking goes inside the window. There's a little groove in the barrel, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. There's a bit that slots into the groove. Make sure your hop unit's turned off. And now we're ready to put on the C-clip again. And make sure that when we dial it, that man comes through and is perfectly aligned. See that down there? Man is coming through and nice and in line. Now this is ready to go back in your rifle. This little brass ring goes back over the barrel and it just pushes down. Don't forget your spring, like I nearly just did. And your little spring goes on top like that. Just slot the inner barrel inside the outer barrel. Where these two little fins are, should just, there we go, slot in like so. And there should be just a little bit of play with that spring there as well. Okay, so lower receiver. Oh, something else has fell off now. Push that back on. Okay. Right. There we go. So you just have to manipulate that charging handle there, just so it goes over the top of the gearbox. Maybe it's that charging handle again. Yeah, it is. So just pull the charging handle back again and it should go together nicely. So you can't get it back together, blame the charging handle. Okay, pins. Now this pin went go that way. That's in. And this pin with the screw that goes in goes on that away. There we go, all back together and ready to go again. And I would almost certainly say that my performance issues were caused by that filthy inner barrel and greasy, oily bucking. Well, after cleaning it all and putting it all back together again and giving it a try, I can confirm that this bucking here is just terrible. It doesn't want to work very well with my one jewel setup. It just wouldn't hop the BBs very well at all. Not at all. Whether it works better for higher FPS setups, I don't know, but for my one jewel setup it just did not want to work very well. Anyway, I had kicking about this old Poison Apple bucking. Now it's a bit of a copy of the Madball Reds, and I installed this and it's just the old-fashioned style, you know, manned type bucking, and tried it and superb. It just works so much better. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.